Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. If you are new here, hi, my name is Sophia and today we are doing a little create a sim, but not just any create a sim. I am actually recreating the characters from the book of Magnolia Parks, or like the series of Magnolia Parks. Now, if you guys have watched any of my speed builds recently, then you guys might know how much I love reading, and I've been really into the Magnolia Parks universe, so I decided that I wanted to make them as Sims. Now, if you guys don't read, or if you guys don't know anything about the Magnolia Parks universe, it's really good. It really is. So basically, it's kind of like a British Gossip Girl, if you want to put it that way. It's very drama filled, but basically it's about this girl, Magnolia Parks, who she's super rich. She's like a super, like, she's like London's it girl, old money. Her dad is like a mega producer that's won like a bunch of Grammys and stuff. And so she is Magnolia Parks. Like, everyone knows her and whatever. She's super glam, she's super into fashion, and she is such a snob. Like, she cannot imagine anything worse than being new money. I don't know, she, like, if somebody's wearing something that's off-brand around her, she's like, what the hell are you wearing? Like, why are you wearing that atrocity? Like, she's such a snob, and she's very self-centered, and yeah, and so that's kind of her, like, individually, I want to say. And then BJ is also very self-centered, and he's also rich, or he like was born with money. I'm not really sure what his parents do, but yeah, he was also born with money. And how should I describe him? I don't really know like too much about him individually, to be honest. Like, he's just all about Magnolia in a lot of ways. Like, his whole personality surrounds Magnolia, you know what I mean? Like, and they basically met when they were very young. I think their parents know each other and stuff. They met when they were very young, and they've kind of been together ever since. They're all very close-knit family. It's kind of like found family though, because it's like they were sent to like boarding school, and so it's him, or it's Magnolia, it's BJ, and then it's another like other group of friends that obviously aren't here, so I'm not going to really be talking about them, but they all grew up together, and Magnolia and BJ were each other's first everything, and they were the most perfect couple, and everyone loved them, and they were just so absolutely in love and so just absolutely into each other, until one day BJ comes home and he tells her that he's cheated on her. And it's like such a beautiful and also horrifying story about what it's like to love somebody who you know is not good for you. I don't know how to describe it. I know a lot of people, including myself, have been in situations where you are in a situation that you know is not good for you. You know what I mean? In a lot of ways, if you look at it objectively, you know it's not good for you, and yet like your emotions, like you just can't leave, and you still love this person so much, and you still see all the best in this person no matter how much they hurt you. And it's just like, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful story. There's so many beautiful quotes, but it's also horrifying, because like, to be that in love with somebody even though they're not good for you, and putting them over yourself every time, and they hurt each other. Like, and me saying that he cheated on her is not a spoiler at all. It's like, it's the premise of the first book. It's like, you want them to figure it out. Okay, this is actually like a little bit of an edit, so if I sound different, then that's why. But I want to like clarify a little bit, because it sounds really weird for me to be like, yeah, he cheated on her, but you want them to figure it out. The thing is that, like, I feel like really quickly, if anybody cares, it's just like, ugh, like, why do they have to be this way? Like, you know what I mean? Like, they love each other so much. It's just the frustration of like, why did you have to do this? Like, you love her so much, you know what I mean? Like, you could have just kept loving her. And I feel like in that sense, it's like you want them to figure it out because they love each other so much. So it's just like frustrating that they keep hurting each other and they keep being self-destructive and destructive to their relationship and to their love because they love each other so much. So yeah, I just wanted to clarify a little bit on why I'm saying you want them to be together, because it does sound weird for me to be like, yeah, he cheated on her, but like, you just want them to figure it out. Like, no, it's not really that. It, like, honestly, if this was a real relationship, bitch, book it. Like, get the fuck out of that. You know what I mean? But this is a book. So it's not a real story. These aren't real people. And so there is kind of like that aspect of, it's like, damn, like, y'all love each other so much. Like, y'all love each other biblically, but y'all can't be together. What? You know what I mean? But anyways, okay, that's just a little tangent. Okay, I'm leaving. Bye. Because especially in the second book, you realize he like explains, or he tells Magnolia why he did it and what was going through his head at that night and whatever, because the whole first book, he doesn't know why, and he's just like, well, I just did it. Like, it wasn't anything, I didn't really think about it, I just did it. And then in the second book, he starts going to therapy and stuff, and you start getting some reasons why, but it's just like the first book, it was just so conflicting because he's like, so like, well, I don't know why I did it, I just did it. You know what I mean? But he's also so in love with her still. Like, he is so completely and undeniably in love with her. It's insane. He has like so many tattoos, and every single tattoo is dedicated to her or to them. Everything that he thinks about, everything that he is Magnolia. But he is so destructive that he like will continue to hurt her, and she is destructive as well, and so she will continue to try to do anything to hurt him or to make herself feel a little bit better, even though she still is in love with BJ. And so it's drama filled, it's crazy, it's so entertaining, and it's also like, I don't know, it pulls at the heartstrings a little bit, because like, reading a story like that, I mean, I don't know, especially if you've been in that situation before where, you know, and I haven't been in that exact situation, obviously, but there are parallels that I've experienced where, you know, you just know that person isn't good for you, and you're still there thugging it out, you know what I mean? And I feel like a lot of people have gone through that. So I don't know, it really is a beautiful story, and I feel like the author writes so beautifully, and I feel like I can just like, I feel like I understand these characters. I feel like there's a lot of times where the characters are like just words on a page, you know what I mean? Or you connect to them and like whatever, but like, you know, it's not, I don't know, I feel like I just understand so many different sides to these characters, and like, you just like feel them, you know what I mean? Like, you feel what they're feeling, and I don't know, and there's so many times where Magnolia and BJ, like, they give each other different looks, and like, they'll understand exactly what the other person is like saying or is feeling and whatever, without even having to say anything. But it's like this secret thing, because it's like they feel like they're not supposed to be in love with each other, but they are. And so it's just this whole like tug of war, and it's just, I don't know. And so whatever. And so I was reading it and I was listening to it, and I was like, oh, I think I would love to make these characters as Sims. I've thought about that for books before, but I just like, I don't know, I've been working on a lot of different things recently, and I just needed a break. And so this time I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna do a creative sim for no reason. So basically, this is Magnolia and BJ, and I love their story so much. I'm happy with how they look as Sims. I don't know, I think I could have done better with BJ in a lot of ways, especially his outfit. Magnolia, I also could have done a lot better with her outfits, just especially because like, I didn't how do I say that? Especially because I think I could have done a lot better with her outfits, because one, their fashion is very old money, very like high-end brands like Gucci and stuff like that, which I just don't really have in my game, but I wanted to like give the appearance that it's like, you know, bougie and whatever. But I feel like with BJ, he's a little bit more relaxed, and so like even though he is like of money and everything like that, I think he still wears Vans. I think that's something that's said in the book, but I just didn't really like BJ's outfit at all. I feel like I need to convert even more Mil CC, to be honest. Yeah, and I only did their everyday wear because like I struggled so much with their everyday outfit. Like I could not bring myself to also do all of their other outfits, so I only did their everyday outfit, but I think they look good. I really like how Magnolia looks. Her face, like, she looks like a doll. Like, I love her face so much. I think she is so pretty, so beautiful. But I definitely struggled making them a lot, and more than I thought, because it was just like, okay, yeah, it's an attractive sim, but like, is it what I envision when I envision them? You know what I mean? And most of the time, the answer was no, which is why I just kept like messing with them so much. But I'm pretty happy with how they came out in the end. I think someday I would like to, you know, convert some stuff and like give them like the actual or like better outfits, I guess, and give them a full-on makeover. Also, BJ, I didn't even give him tattoos because here's the thing. I keep going like so in depth with things and I want to make things so specific. So like when I was thinking of making him, I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna have to make his tattoos. No, girl, you do not need to make his tattoos. It would be really cool if you did, but you really don't need to do that. You know what I mean? And so I just was like, no, I'm not gonna convert anything for their outfits. I'm not gonna make their tattoos, even though there's a part of me that really wants to. I'm not gonna do it because this is just a time for me to sit down and make a sim. And I feel like ever since I've learned how to convert, it's kind of a blessing and a curse, because on one side I can do anything that I want to do pretty much, and I can make anything that I want to make for my game and everything, but then it's also a curse because then I'm like, okay, so then because I can, then I won't be happy unless I do. Does that make sense? I don't know. It's just like, yeah, so I just absolutely committed to just not converting anything, just sticking with what I have in my game already and making it happen. And I was gonna give him just like some other tattoos, but since he was wearing like he's wearing like a long sleeve sweatshirt and jeans, I didn't really see a point. I do think it would be really cool to make his tattoos, but I just didn't. For my sanity, I was like, no, girl, you just, no. Like, you're already doing way too much and you're working on way too many things. So just no, you're absolutely not allowed to just make a sim. So that's what I did. And I'm really happy with how they came out. But I just wanted to come on here. I wanted to get a video out for you guys in general because I haven't been able to get the next part of Generations out, although I am working on it. So I wanted to get a video out for you guys. Also, I just wanted to like share something that I cared about with you guys because this book, just love her, you know what I mean? And maybe I can start doing this more often. If there's a book that I really like or characters that I really connect with, then I can make their sims. It's probable that a lot of you guys or most of you guys don't know anything about Magnolia Parks, but maybe you like how the Sims came out regardless, so you enjoy the Sims, or you also, or you enjoyed hearing about their story a little bit. So hopefully you guys got something out of this video. It was very niche to me, but hopefully you were able to enjoy an aspect of it regardless. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and go. Just a little cute little short video for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. The links for the Sims will be in the description as always. You guys have a great morning, evening, afternoon, night, whatever time it is whenever you guys are watching this. And I hope to see you guys very soon. Goodbye, everyone.